所以接下来为大家读。
Oh, I'm sorry. Ferdy has an announcement first. Yeah.
还有其他的报告事项。
Sorry, boss.
Okay, so as Pastor Lee mentioned a while ago, you're all invited to that luncheon later on. It's actually more pizza, not luncheon. So everyone is invited in there.
所以又跟刚才提到的一样，欢迎大家来加入我们用午餐，然后午餐是吃披萨，所以大家应该都会喜欢。
That's right after the 11 o'clock service and not right after this service.
那是11点聚会结束之后，不是这个聚会之后。
Okay, so at this time, so we're doing that because of, in order to appreciate our many volunteers here in church.
我们这么做是为了要来表达一些谢意对我们这些教会的帮手。
Okay, so at this time we would like to recognize all the volunteers we have in this service. Can you all please rise?
所以想邀请教会里各样服侍的弟兄姐妹，可以各位起立。
No volunteers? There should be. Okay.
帮手的人。
There you go. So those, okay, so congregation, those are all the men and women that are volunteering for this church. So without them, we're not going to be operating smoothly here in church. So thank them for all their work in this church. So we just wanted to appreciate all their work at this time.
所以我们要感谢我们要认可他们为我们所做的这些事。
Yeah, so they are really making a big difference in this church.
这真的是教会里很重要的一员。
Yeah, thank you.
现在为大家读今日的正道经文。
Now Katie will read for us the morning scripture lesson in Mandarin. The English will be on the screen for you.
路加福音9章18到36节。耶稣自己祷告的时候，门徒也同他在那里。耶稣问他们说：“众人说我是谁？”他们说：“有人说是施洗的约翰，有人说是以利亚，还有人说是古时的一个先知又活了。”耶稣说：“你们说我是谁？”彼得回答说：“是神所立的基督。”耶稣切切地嘱咐他们，不可将这事告诉人。又说：“人子必受许多的苦，被长老、祭司长和文士弃绝，并且被杀，第3日复活。”耶稣又对众人说：“若有人要跟从我，就当舍己，天天背起他的十字架来跟从我。因为凡要救自己生命的，必丧掉生命；凡为我丧掉生命的，必救了生命。人若赚得全世界，却丧了自己，赔上自己，有什么益处呢？凡把我和我的道当作可耻的，人子在自己的荣耀里，必天父与圣天使的荣耀里降临的时候，也要把那人当作可耻的。我实在的告诉你们，站在这里的，有人在没尝死味以前，必看见神的国。”说了这话以后，约有8天，耶稣带着彼得、约翰、雅各上山去祷告。正祷告的时候，他的面貌就改变了，衣服洁白放光。忽然有摩西、以利亚2个人同耶稣说话，他们在荣光里显现，谈论耶稣去世的事，就是他在耶路撒冷将要成的事。彼得和他的同伴都打盹，既清醒了，就看见耶稣的荣光，并同他站着的那2个人。2人正要和耶稣分离的时候，彼得对耶稣说：“夫子，我们在这里真好，可以搭3座棚，一座为你，一座为摩西，一座为以利亚。”他却不知道所说的是什么。有声音从云彩说这话的时候，有一朵云彩来遮盖他们，他们进入云彩里就惧怕。有声音从云彩里出来说：“这是我的儿子，我所拣选的，你们要听他。”声音住了，只见耶稣一人在那里。当那些日子，门徒不提所看见的事，一样也不告诉人。这是神的话。
This is the word of the Lord. Did you notice the question that Jesus asked in today's scripture?
你们注意到耶稣在今天经文里面问的问题了吗？
First, who do people say that I am?
第一个是众人说我是谁？
And then, no sooner than he had gotten an answer, he sharply fixes his focus. And what about you?
他得到答案之后，就把注意力转移到另外一个问题上。那你们呢？
Who do you think that I am?
你们说我是谁？
Jesus was a master at asking questions.
耶稣是一个问问题的专家，
His ministry is full of them.
他的事工里充满了这样的手法。
Sometimes he uses them to lob a question back in the court of his accusers.
有时候他用这个手法来反驳在挑战他的人。
For example, the Pharisees tried to trick him, asking him the question whether a Jew should pay taxes to Rome or not.
好比说，有一些法利赛人就挑战他，问他说，该不该缴税给罗马？
No matter how he answers that question, he's going to be in deep trouble.
不管他怎么回答这个问题，他都会惹上麻烦。
Say no, and the Roman taxman is going to be after him.
如果他说不的话，那罗马的税吏就会来追他。
Say yes, and the Jewish crowds would be very upset.
如果他说要的话，那这些犹太人的群众也会不开心。
So Jesus astutely lobs the question back. Whose inscription is on the coin?
所以耶稣就很精明地反问他们说：“这像和号是谁的？”
And when they reply, Caesar's, he proclaims, give to Caesar the things that belong to Caesar, and to God the things that belong to God.
那当他们回答说是该撒，耶稣就说：“这样，该撒的物当还给该撒，神的物当归给神。”
Other times he uses questions to help a person grow spiritually.
那其他时候，他用这些问题来帮助人在属灵上面的增长，
To draw a disciple closer to the place where he wanted them to be.
就是来指引这个门徒往他应该去的地方。
As we have studied Luke, we have discovered many questions that Jesus asked.
所以，当我们在探讨路加福音的时候，我们看到了耶稣问的各样的问题。
In fact, do you remember that the very first recorded words of Jesus were a question?
你知道吗？耶稣他第一个记载他所说的话就是一个问题。
When he was 12 in the temple,
他12岁在圣殿的时候，
he asked, why were you searching for me? Didn't you know that I would be doing my Father's work in the temple?
在圣殿里，他说：“为什么找我呢？岂不知我应当以我父的事为念吗？”
In Luke 5:14, he says, should the friends of the bridegroom fast when the bridegroom is with them?
在路加福音5章34节，他又说：“新郎和陪伴之人同在的时候，岂能叫陪伴之人禁食呢？”
In Luke 6:9, when he was accused of breaking the Sabbath, he said, should you do good or evil on the Sabbath?
那路加福音6章9节，他又说：“我问你们，在安息日行善行恶，救命害命，哪样是可以的呢？”
Luke 6:32, he says, what credit is it if you love those who love you?
路加福音6章32节，你们若单爱那爱你们的人，有什么可以酬谢的呢？
Can the blind lead the blind in Luke 6:39?
路加6章39节，瞎子岂能领瞎子？
And in Luke 6:41, why do you fixate on the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye when you have a 2x4 plank in your own eye?
路加福音6章41节，为什么看见你弟兄眼中有刺，却不想自己的眼中有梁木呢？
Why do you call me Lord and do not do the things that I ask you to do?
你们为什么称呼我主啊主啊，却不遵我的话行呢？
To Simon the Pharisee, he asked, do you see this woman?
又对法利赛人的西门说：“你们看见这女人吗？”
In Luke 8:25, after he calmed the storm, he asked the disciples, where is your faith?
路加8章25节，他止息了这个暴风的时候，他说：“你们的信心在哪里呢？”
To Legion, he asked, what is your name?
对鬼妇的群说：“你叫什么名字？”
To the woman who was bleeding for 12 years, he asked, who touched me?
对那个血漏的女人，他又说：“摸我的是谁？”
And to the rest of the Gospels, we learn from John that Jesus knew what was in the heart of people.
那之后的约翰福音里，我们有读到说，耶稣他知道人心里所存的。
And he raises the question to us as he did to the disciples then.
那他也问我们，同样他当时问门徒的问题。
What about you?
那你们呢？
What is your attitude about Jesus?
你们对耶稣有什么看法？
Now, Jesus didn't need a Gallup poll to know what the crowds were talking about.
耶稣不需要做民意调查来看人们在说他的一些什么话。
But he used the question to draw them and subsequently us out.
那他就是用这个问题来指引他们，然后来导引他们。
So he asked them, what about you?
所以他就问他们说：“那你们说我是谁？”
If I were to ask you that question this morning, most of you would probably say that you are following Jesus.
如果我今天早上这么问你们的话，你们可能大部分人都会说你们是跟从耶稣的。
Some of you would probably share with me when that happened and how you came into faith by following him.
也许你们有些人会跟我分享你们怎么样来认识耶稣的。
Some of you can remember the place and the time when you said yes and made Jesus your Savior, your Lord, and your friend.
也许你们有些人还记得很清楚你们觉知的地方跟时间。
How you came to that place in your life when you knew that He loved you and paid the penalty for your sins.
当你们觉知的时候，生命周遭是发生了什么事？当你们认识了耶稣是你的救赎。
Some of you could share with me when that good news actually happened for you.
那你们有些人也可能可以做出一些见证，说当这些好是什么时候降到你身上的。
But what if Jesus were to ask you that question this morning?
可是如果不是我，是耶稣来问你们这些问题的话，
The way that He asked Peter and Andrew and James and John and Matthew and Philip and Thomas and Simon the Zealot and Thomas the Less and the two Judases.
如果耶稣今天早上问这些问题，就像他问12使徒彼得、安德烈、雅各、约翰、马太、腓利，还有西门、多马，还有2个犹大。
When He raised that question to them, they had already left all and followed Him.
当耶稣问他们这些问题的时候，他们已经放弃身边所有的，跟从耶稣了。
But He still raises the question, what about you?
可是他还是问他们说：“那你们呢？”
He had chosen them to be His 12 apostles after spending all night in prayer.
他祷告了一整晚，已经选了他们作为他的12个使徒。
And still He raises the question,
可是他还是这么样的问：“
what about you?
那你们呢？”
In effect, I think He was saying to them and to us, there is more, lots more to discover.
我觉得他这么问是跟他们说，也是跟我们说，还有更多的，还有许多的。
Yes, you've taken that first very important step of believing and trusting, but there's more.
你们可能已经踏出重要的第一步来相信和信任神，可是还有更多的。
By the time He asked them this question, they had witnessed the miracle of the multitude of fish.
当耶稣问这个问题的时候，他们已经看到了加倍钓鱼的时候的奇迹。
They had seen 2 persons being raised from the dead.
他们已经看见2个人从死里复活。
They had seen the leper cleansed.
他们看到麻风病的人已经医好，
Watched the paralytic jump with joy.
看见瘫痪的人也被医治了。
Watched the bleeding woman as she was restored.
那血漏的妇人也医治了。
Had seen 5,000 plus being fed.
已经看见5饼2鱼的奇迹了。
Watched Legion get in his right mind and sit down clothed, asking Jesus questions.
看见那被鬼附的群已经在耶稣身边脚前听他说话。
They had seen the storm subside.
他看见暴风雨已经平息了，
But Jesus turns to them and says, "What about you?"
可是耶稣还是转向他们，问他们说：“那你们呢？”
He knew they needed more.
他知道他们需要更多的。
And I think he knows that we do too.
我也认为他知道我们需要更多的。
I imagine Jesus asking that question to us this morning, not rhetorically from the safe distance of the platform or behind the pulpit.
我觉得耶稣问这个问题，不是只是我们在台上这种表面上修辞的一种用法，
But making his way down the aisle
而是他已经走下台，
and coming alongside of you in the pew
坐在你的身边，
and sitting next to you and saying, "What about you?"
在你耳边问你说：“那你呢？今天早上，
Who am I to you today?
今天我在你身边，你说我是谁呢？”
Mark Patterson is a pastor in a very influential church in Washington, D.C.
有一个很著名的一个牧师叫做马克·贝特森，
It was voted as one of the leading churches in North America.
是我们在北美一个很受瞩目的一个教会。
And in one of his many books entitled All In,
所以他有一本书叫做《All In》，
he raises some important questions in dealing with the passage we looked at this morning.
他看了我们今天正道的经文，然后提出了一个很重要的问题。
He said, "When did we start believing that God wants to send us to safe places to do easy things?"
他说：“我们什么时候开始相信，觉得神是要带我们去安全的地方做些简单的事？
When did we start believing that faithfulness is holding the fort?
所谓的信实，就是坚守自己的地基。
That playing it safe is safe?
那打安全牌是很安全的。
That there is any greater privilege than sacrifice?
然后有比牺牲更有优势的事。
That radical is anything but normal?
那激进就是正常生活一样。
If you want comfort and convenience, then you don't want Jesus.
如果你要的是舒适还有方便的生活的话，那你要的不是耶稣。
But if you believe that time is so scarce and you want to spend it on something that matters, life is so fleeting that you don't want to waste it, that you want to taste transcendence, then you do want Jesus.
但如果你觉得时间很可贵，你想要在生命做一些有意义的事的话，那你要的就是耶稣。
And then you want to take up your cross daily, as Luke says, and follow him.
那也就好比路加所说的，想要天天背起他的十字架来跟从耶稣。
You want to be deciding that you're willing to die for Jesus.
你要决定你愿意为主牺牲，
Because then you can live for Jesus
因为这么做你就愿意为耶稣而活，
and experience all that Jesus has for you.
然后经历耶稣想要给你的这一切。
Johann Sebastian Bach is considered one of the greatest composers in history.
那巴哈是我们历史上很出名的一个作曲家，
The sheer numbering of his work is staggering.
他的创作是数不清的。
He wrote cantatas for every Sunday, and he wrote for every church festival of the year.
他每个礼拜天都会写一些创作，那教会的一些庆祝活动，他也都会写一些歌曲。
He was also prolific in other areas of life. He had 20 children.
那他其他方面也过得很丰盛，他有20几个小孩，
And 4 jobs.
还有4个工。
Probably the latter related to the fact that he had the 20 children.
也许其中一个就是带他这20几个小孩。
But it's his skill as a composer and creative arranger that has secured his place in history.
但是他在历史上面能够有这样的名号，就是因为他的音乐创作，他的一些作曲的天分。
A generation later, Beethoven observed, his name ought not to be Bach. Bach is the German word for brook.
那多年之后，贝多芬就说他的名字不应该叫巴哈，因为巴哈的德文意思是河。
His name ought to be ocean.
他的名字应该叫做海。
Because of his infinite, inexhaustible wealth, combination of harmonies.
因为他很多永无止境的一些创作，还有这些和弦。
At first glance, it might appear that he was able to easily pen his many creative compositions.
如果各位一看的话，就觉得说他作曲好像很简单，很容易就能写出一首歌来。
But as a matter of fact, many times he had difficulty summoning the creative energy and insight to compose at all.
可是实际上，巴哈他是写每首歌都是有挣扎，然后很
And during those times, he found inspiration and illumination in the Bible and through prayer.
那启发他的就是透过圣经还有祷告。
Madison, the pastor from Washington, notes that Bach began every composition by scrolling at the top of the paper, JJ.
那这个贝克森牧师他就写说，巴哈在每次创作之前，会在纸的上面先写着 JJ 两个字。
The initial stands for Yehu Yuva.
那意思就是耶乌耶法，
Jesus, help me.
翻译是耶稣帮我。
After Jesus answered his prayer and helped him create that music that would last into eternity, Bach wrote these three initials at the bottom of every composition, S-D-G.
那耶稣他应允他的祷告之后，他创作了许多的音乐，是世代之后都会永传的。那之后最后纸上巴哈就会写说 SDG。
They stand for Solia Deo Gloria. To God alone be the glory.
意思是 Solia Deo Gloria， 意思就是把荣耀都归给神。
What if we each day began the day with scrolling JJ before the hours that we spend?
那如果我们每一天的开始，也是在我们的生命上面开头写着 JJ 两个字，
And before going to sleep at night, scrolled SDG.
那睡觉前我们又写上 SDG。
And 10,000 millennia after the greatest Super Bowl that's in history is long forgotten.
那就算过了几千年之后，这些美式足球的奖杯，这些历史都已经淡忘了。
Well, the last Stanley Cup is rusted.
或者是我们这次冰上曲棍球 Stanley Cup 的这个奖杯也已经生锈了，
Or the real estate empire has crumbled.
或者这些房地产的帝国也已经垮了。
Your service on earth will echo in eternity.
你们在地球上所做的这些服事是会世代永留的，
Good reason to be honoring our volunteers today.
所以我们今天就是要来认定我们这些在教会里服事的一些弟兄姐妹。
Let's look at the verse again from Luke 9:23.
让我们再看一次路加福音9章的经文。
And he said to them all, whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross daily and follow me.
23节他说：“若有人要跟从我，就当舍己，天天背起他的十字架来跟从我。”
And Jesus is saying to us today, each of us, what about you?
那耶稣今天也对我们每个人说：“那你呢？
Who am I to you?
你们说我是谁？
Are you willing to take up that cross
你是否愿意拿起自己那个十字架，
and follow him?
然后跟从他？”
Let's pray.
让我们一起祷告。
Eternal God, we confess that the busyness of this life
永恒的神啊，我们坦诚，我们的生命是庸庸碌碌，
crowd out and push you out.
很多时候把你挤出去了。
from some of our allegiance to you.
我们虽然要对你忠心，可是把你挤出去了。
Teach us again to daily come to you for that guidance you want to give us.
神啊，求你教导我们，能够常常来到你面前，来指引我们，
To be willing to count the cost,
来愿意付出代价，
even if it were to mean our very lives,
就算是牺牲我们的生命，
and to follow you where you would lead us.
就为了跟从你到你想带我们去的地方。
Do so, Lord Jesus, in our lives this day, we pray.
神啊，在我们的生命此刻就这么做，我们祷告。
Amen.
阿门。
In response, let's sing together, When I Survey the Wondrous Cross. Number 185 in your hymnal.